The world is rapidly transitioning to electric power, driven by the urgent need to combat climate change and reduce our reliance on fossil fuels. This shift is impacting everything from transportation to energy storage, creating unprecedented demand for advanced battery technology. But Europe, despite its industrial prowess and commitment to sustainability, found itself initially on the sidelines of this battery revolution. The continent risked falling behind in a critical sector, potentially jeopardizing its economic competitiveness and energy independence. Despite leading the world in car design, automotive engineering, and pioneering ambitious green policies aimed at reducing carbon emissions, Europe faced a significant challenge. The continent relied almost entirely on Asia, particularly China, South Korea, and Japan, for the supply of crucial battery cells. This dependence created a vulnerable supply chain. These battery cells are the very heart of every electric vehicle and essential for large-scale green energy grid storage solutions. Without a domestic battery industry, Europe's transition to a sustainable future was at risk. This dependency was more than just an inconvenience for manufacturers and consumers. It presented a significant economic and strategic vulnerability. It was a strategic risk that threatened Europe's long-term competitiveness and its ability to control its own energy destiny in an increasingly uncertain geopolitical landscape. Enter two visionary ex-Tesla executives who recognized the urgency and the immense potential of this situation. Peter Carlson and Paolo Cerruti, armed with their deep industry knowledge and entrepreneurial spirit, decided to take on this challenge head-on. They saw a massive opportunity in this critical gap in the European market, the absence of large-scale sustainable battery production. Their core question became, why not build state-of-the-art battery factories right here in Europe, securing the continent's future? Why not create batteries that are not only better in performance and longevity, but also cleaner in their production process and more sustainable throughout their entire life cycle? And so Northvolt was born, fueled by a powerful vision and a commitment to revolutionize the European battery landscape. The company set out with the ambitious goal of becoming a homegrown green battery champion, a symbol of European innovation and sustainability. Their core mission was clear: to build not just any battery, but the world's greenest battery, minimizing environmental impact at every stage, and to secure a complete end-to-end European value chain, from raw materials to finished products, ensuring greater control and resilience. This ambitious vision meant going far beyond simply manufacturing battery cells. It required establishing sustainable and ethical sourcing of raw materials, including lithium, nickel, and cobalt, minimizing the environmental footprint of extraction. It also meant pioneering advanced battery recycling technologies, creating a circular economy where valuable materials are recovered and reused, reducing waste and dependence on virgin resources. And crucially, it involved powering their entire operation with clean, renewable energy sources, minimizing carbon emissions, and setting a new standard for sustainable manufacturing. Northvolt's pitch to investors, customers, and policymakers wasn't just "we make batteries," it was a compelling vision. We're securing Europe's electric future, driving sustainable growth, and creating a cleaner, more resilient economy. A bold claim indeed, but one that resonated deeply with a continent eager to reclaim its industrial leadership and embrace a sustainable future. It was exactly what Europe needed: a catalyst for change, a symbol of ambition, and a concrete step towards energy security and strategic independence. The stage was set for a new industrial revolution, a green revolution powered by European innovation and a commitment to a sustainable future for all. Northvolt's minimum viable product wasn't just another app vying for attention in a crowded digital marketplace. It was a radically sustainable battery, a tangible commitment to a greener future. It represented a fundamental shift in how batteries could be produced and consumed. The overarching goal, the lowest possible carbon footprint, meticulously tracked and minimized from the very beginning of the supply chain, from mine to cell. To realize this vision, they built their first gigafactory in the resource-rich northern region of Sweden, strategically powered by 100% hydroelectric energy, a conscious decision to leverage renewable resources, dramatically slashing emissions compared to traditional coal-powered rivals who contribute significantly to environmental pollution. This was a clear statement of intent. Recognizing the importance of end-of-life management, Northvolt designed their batteries for recycling from day one, embedding circularity into their core principles. They then launched their innovative Revolt program, a dedicated initiative to efficiently recover up to 95% of key metals from spent batteries, minimizing waste and maximizing resource utilization. This comprehensive closed-loop approach not only significantly cut raw material risks and dependencies, but also cleverly turned what was once considered waste into valuable resources, creating a truly sustainable business model. They weren't content to simply copy existing lithium-ion tech. They actively sought to improve it through rigorous research and development, pushing the boundaries of battery technology. Further solidifying their position, they began working closely with major automakers like Volkswagen, fostering collaborative partnerships to co-develop custom cells tailored to specific vehicle requirements. The result of this dedication, a battery that's demonstrably green, minimizing environmental impact at every stage, undeniably high performance, delivering exceptional power and range for electric vehicles, and precisely tailored to meet the unique and evolving needs of their diverse customer base. Sustainability wasn't just a marketing feature or an afterthought, it was the very foundation upon which Northvolt was built. Northvolt's MVP was more than just a product. It was a powerful promise, a commitment to clean energy delivered without any compromise on performance or quality. And the market, recognizing the value of this commitment, listened intently and responded enthusiastically. What makes Northvolt stand out? It's not just a battery, it's a solution to the industry's biggest headaches. For automakers, Northvolt's green credentials are a marketing goldmine and a real ESG win. Local gigafactories mean supply chain security, no more waiting on shipments from across the globe. Their digital battery passport tracks every cell's journey, offering transparency and trust. Northvolt partners deeply with clients, co-engineering batteries for each vehicle platform. This isn't a one-size-fits-all part, it's a custom-built core for every EV. The result, better performance, less risk, and long-term partnerships. In a world where the battery defines the car, Northvolt's approach is a game changer. That's why the industry's biggest names are lining up. Building gigafactories takes more than vision, it takes billions. Northvolt's founders started with a pitch deck and ambition, but quickly brought in strategic partners like the Swedish Energy Agency and InnoEnergy. The breakthrough, a $1 billion raise led by Volkswagen, BMW and Goldman Sachs, future customers investing in their own supply. Northvolt blended equity and debt, securing loans from the European Investment Bank and unlocking even more capital. Each round fueled the next phase, from blueprint to factory floor. Fundraising wasn't a one-off, it was a relentless stage process. The lesson in hard tech, your customers and public institutions can be your most important backers. Northvolt's financial structure was as innovative as its batteries. The real test, the proving ground, came with Northvolt Ett. This was where the vision of a European battery champion would either take flight or falter. The stakes were incredibly high. It was the first gigafactory in Skellefteå, Sweden, a bold statement of intent in a region undergoing a significant transformation. Commissioning the plant in 2021 was a monumental task, a complex dance of engineering and logistics. It turned years of meticulous planning, countless hours of design and development into tangible reality. The blueprints had finally sprung to life. Scaling up production meant perfecting every single process, from raw material input to finished battery cell. Each step had to be optimized for efficiency and quality. It also meant training a completely new workforce, equipping them with the specialized skills needed to operate cutting-edge battery manufacturing equipment. And inevitably, it meant solving unforeseen problems on the fly, adapting to challenges as they arose in this pioneering endeavor. Northvolt Ett didn't just make batteries within its walls, it revitalized an entire region, breathing new life into Skellefteå by creating thousands of well-paying jobs and fostering a burgeoning new tech hub. With an ambitious target of 60 GW per year, that's enough battery capacity to power 1 million electric vehicles annually, contributing significantly to the transition to sustainable transportation. Northvolt proved to the world that it could deliver on its promises and deliver at scale. This operational success unlocked even more lucrative contracts and secured crucial funding for further expansion across the European continent. Northvolt was rapidly transforming. It was no longer just a promising startup with a bold vision. It had become a genuine industrial powerhouse, a force to be reckoned with in the global battery landscape. The factory's positive impact rippled far beyond its immediate walls, creating a ripple effect of prosperity and innovation. Northvolt Ett definitively marked the true start of Europe's long-awaited battery renaissance, signaling a new era of technological independence and sustainable growth. Numbers tell the story. Northvolt has raised over $9 billion with a $12 billion valuation. This isn't hype, it's backed by real assets, factories, R&D and IP. Revenue hit $1.1 billion in 2023, with exponential growth ahead as production ramps up. The clincher, $55 billion in contracts from giants like BMW, Volkswagen and Volvo. Valuation shows investor belief, revenue proves the product works, backlog guarantees future growth. These metrics form a feedback loop, each one fueling the next. Northvolt's numbers show it's moved from promise to proven player. The focus, now scale, not survival. With demand locked in, Northvolt is building Europe's battery backbone. The market has spoken. Northvolt isn't alone. Asia's KATL, LG and Panasonic still dominate global battery supply. Their scale and cost efficiency are unmatched, but their production is fossil fuel heavy and far from Europe. Northvolt's edge, sustainability and local supply. Instead of outscaling incumbents, Northvolt changed the game, offering green regional batteries. European rivals like Verkor are emerging, but Northvolt's head start and unique model set it apart. Domestic competition is healthy, building a resilient supply chain. Northvolt isn't just another battery maker, it's a recycling pioneer and a European industrial champion. Sometimes a better business model beats a better product. Northvolt's moat is built on how and where it operates. What do customers really want from a battery? Trustpilot reviews for Duracell reveal the basics: reliability, longevity and value. Leaky batteries ruin devices and erode trust, no matter the brand. Customers want performance that matches the promise, not just marketing. For automakers, the stakes are even higher. A faulty cell can mean recalls and brand damage. Northvolt's obsession with quality, transparency, and deep partnerships is a direct answer to these fears. The lesson, reliability, and trust scale up from AA batteries to EVs. Northvolt's industrial focus is rooted in solving the same core customer pain points. Quality isn't optional, it's existential. What can founders learn from Northvolt? First, tackle big, overlooked problems, industrial gaps, not just consumer annoyances. Second, make sustainability a core feature, not an afterthought. Third, build a coalition, customers, partners and public institutions as investors. Northvolt's funding was as strategic as its tech. Finally, execute relentlessly on a bold vision, break it into fundable, achievable steps. Northvolt went from idea to gigafactory by validating each stage, learning and scaling. The takeaway: dream big, but build lean and smart. In the end, it's not just about batteries, it's about building the future, one step at a time. That's the Northvolt Playbook.